Hello and welcome to part 9 of the swivel bin housing overhaul. Today we're going to have a look at the seal and fit it. I'm going to describe a little bit about the seals and what you should look for. Part 10 will cover fitting this sexy looking gaiter, but for now we'll concentrate on the seal. Okay, so the seals that I have here, I have two, and this one is a common seal with a garter. This actually holds the lip where it should be, whereas this one is missing on this seal here. You see that? There's no garter, so that is going to be put in the bin. What we want to make sure is the seal is in good condition and has a good service life. All seals is advisable to have some lubrication on the lip, so I'm slurring some of the grease that's going to go in the hub, and once that's done I'll pop the seal on very carefully, making sure I don't damage the lip at all. Once the seal's in, I can then put the retainer plate into place. Now there is a way this goes round, and if you get it upside down you might be a bit confused. So what I want to show you is where this fits in relation to the housing, which is there. Okay, you have a cutout and it fits this way. That is basically all you need to know when you're fitting this retainer. The retainer will then pull the seal into place and it should not leak. Bolts that you have, I would advise to put a little bit of thread seal on them rather than thread lock, and then tighten them down. There is a minimal torque setting for these, and check these out, it's on the screen now. Once the seal's been bolted into place, you can then chuck it onto the axle with your gasket and bolt it up. Land Rover in the workshop manual recommend putting a sealant on the gasket before bolting it up. There's a torque setting for these nuts which is almost impossible to get a torque wrench in there and do them up, so you have to use a bit of ad hoc here. Bolts also need a thread lock on this, which is Loctite 270. You'll probably notice there's a slam plate just here, which is where the stop lock comes to an end. Sometimes you'll find these missing off axles. The steering stop lock is to stop the wheels from catching anything. So this is the maximum amount of travel it will go onto one lock, hence the name steering stop lock. We'll look at this when the wheels finally get fitted to the vehicle. This is when it needs to be adjusted. Okay, just as an addition, we've got some gaiters, which they are quite controversial. Some people say they're good, some people say they're not. Choice is yours if you want to fit these or not. They're a little bit fiddly, but in the next video we'll show you how they're fitted.